Hey everybody, it's your girl Licia and welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a little bit of a beginner basics video dedicated to the people who want to wear foundation, who aren't wearing foundation, my beginners in makeup, and like those need a little bit more help and assistance. So this is for the people who don't know how to pick their foundation and like don't know how to pick their foundation or their concealer, don't know where to start from or anything like that. I took 3 different foundations. I have 3 different ones. I have a lighter one, I have a middle tone, and I have a darker one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all on my face right up in here, because when you match your foundation you want to put it right here, like on your jawbone, to make sure it's gonna match your neck. Because most people, when they looking to get found foundation, they put it on their hand, like right up in here, which is wrong, because sometimes your hand can be a little bit lighter than your face, or vice versa. So yeah. Okay, so first things first, I'm starting off with my Maybelline 340 foundation, and I'm gonna put that on my face, on my jawline, a little bit on my cheek, a little bit. And now I'm going in with the 355 coconut foundation by Maybelline, and I'm going to put that right next to that in the middle. And now I'm going in with the 360 foundation, and I'm just going to put that on my face. Okay, so obviously you can tell that the shade to the far left is too yellow and it's too light, so it doesn't match. And the shade to the left is too light, and the shade to the farthest right is a little bit too dark for me, but the shade in the middle is the one that matches perfectly. So if you did not have the shade that's in the middle for you, what you could do is you can match those, the lighter shade right here and the darker shade together, and it will all equal that shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the middle shade and all over the rest of my face. I'm just going to blend that in, and then we're going to move on to concealers. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend the rest of this in, and I'm also going to go and put the rest of my foundation all over my face on, and then I'm going to go in, and then we're going to talk about concealers and how to pick which one for which thing to do. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I've finished out my foundation, so now it's gonna be the part where I usually will highlight right here. So I'm taking these colors right here. These are LA Girl Pro Concealers, and I have 3 different shades. So the lighter shade right here is the shade Fawn. This shade right here, which is kind of in the middle of these two, just so you can see. Okay, so it kind of caught me off guard because it wasn't recording, so I'm just gonna say this part over. But okay, so now I'm going on to my concealer part, and I've already started. So okay, I already started, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of explaining what I'm doing. So I have these Okay. So I have these 3 shades right here. I have these 3 shades of concealer right here. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to highlight and I'm going to contour my face. So usually when you're highlighting, you're going to go at least 2 shades up. I wouldn't recommend going up higher than 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I wouldn't do that. I would just go 2 shades. 1 if you want a subtle highlight, 2 if you want your highlight, the regular highlight, like you want to be B-face, whatever. But I wouldn't go up more than 2 shades. And to contour, I will go down 2 shades. So these are the shades that I'm using. So this shade right here is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And the one in the middle is the shade Chestnut. Now Chestnut is the color that matches my skin tone perfectly and it matches my foundation. So if I ran out of foundation and I needed one, I could use this as my foundation and it would be fine. But this shade right here, the last shade, is the darkest shade, and it's the shade Dark Cocoa. So I'm going to use these to highlight and contour. Well, these two to highlight and contour. If you wanted to do your brows and you didn't want to use a lighter shade to highlight your brows, if you want to just make it natural, you could use this shade. Well, I could use this shade if I wanted to do that. Okay, so if I wanted to do my brows and I wanted to do them natural as possible and I want to clean them up, I will clean them up with this concealer, the one in Chestnut, the one that matches my foundation. And you can also use foundations to highlight and contour as well. A lot of people do that. I'm using a cream foundation like this. I personally wouldn't use these foundations to contour, even though I could. Well, actually I could. So scratch that. I would use these foundations to contour and highlight. But you can use any foundation. A lot of people use like the Anastasia and the Bobbi Brown foundations to contour and stuff like that. So I know it works fine. Concealer, foundation, either way, as long as it gets the job done, it's all good. So I'm going to continue what I was doing and highlighting my face. And then I'm going to go and use the Dark Cocoa LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm going to cream contour, which is something I don't do often on my channel, but I'm going to use this to do it today. The concealer's on my face. I'm going to blend it out using a Real Technique sponge. It's damp too, so So now I'm just gonna, now that I've set my contour, set my highlight, and brushed it all away, I'm just gonna go and highlight my face. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for how to pick your foundation and your concealer. And yeah, so I'll be right back when it's done. Okay, so I really hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was really helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up and tell me what you want me to help you with next, and I got you. This is all part of the beginner basic series for my makeup beginners, and you know, the teens and tweens or however old you are and you just starting in some makeup. So yeah, I'm here for you and I got you. So bye y'all, and before I leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just click my face up in here somewhere, and then while I got your attention, check out my last couple of videos. So I'm just gonna wait and just, you know, sit pretty while I let y'all do that. Okay, so bye y'all.